Hello and welcome. This is going to be a basic tutorial on the British and how I play them. Maybe your way is different, maybe not, but anyway I'm going to show you because I think it's quite good. So I'm going to play on the Great Plains just versus the computer because the Great Plains is the map you often play online. I will try to go as slow as possible, but sometimes I might get carried off. So when you first start, you have gathering resources
gold for your troubles.
on the ground. You want to put 3 of your settlers on the wood that lies on the ground, and then the other 3 settlers you want to put on just regular wood. You want to move your explorer and use him to gather up the treasures that you can easily get. Also, for the 300 you often get from the food crates. In the start you want to build 3 settlers. After your settlers have used up all the crates, you want them to move and gather food. For the start wood you have gathered, you want to build 2 houses, maybe even 3 depending on what map, but on the Great Plains you often maybe get 2 houses. Also your explorer, you want to keep getting the treasures on him, and the 3 settlers you get from food crates you want to put on food as well. Also the settlers you will get from the 2 houses you will also put on food. And do not use this sharpshooter shot on just these. You can easily just shoot them, walk back and shoot them, and you will get 2 shots out. And your explorer will take no damage, just like that. Then you have the free treasure. So after this you will have 8 settlers on food and 3 settlers on wood, and you will keep it this way until you can age up. Since I have no cards, I only have this at the beginning. I will choose the 300 food crates because that will make me age up quick. Make sure that you move around your explorer to, explore, so that he doesn't stand still. It is also good that you make sure that you find a large buffalo herd fast, and if you notice that you have no buffaloes around you, you take 1 settler and you move him over the buffaloes. Make sure that you check, see if the crates are close. So if so, move your settlers closer to the main building. I was a little bit late there. But when you have the settler over the buffaloes, you simply just shoot them and they will go closer to your town. And then you move her or him and you just wait a little bit because the buffaloes will not move directly after you shot them. And after you've waited a certain amount of time, you shoot them again. They will keep moving closer to your town. This way it is easier for you to keep check on your villages. Okay, so when you're aging up, you want to move almost every settler you have on wood. You will keep 1 or 2, maybe 3 on food, but the rest of them will go on wood. And make sure that you keep moving around your explorer. And remember the little trick you can do. You shoot, then you move back, then you shoot again, and you will have 1 free. Then you can use your sharpshooter shot. And for the wood you get now, you see wood is gathering up fast. You make sure that you build at least 2 houses.
It is better you got that treasure.
Then you would save up until you have 200
advantage
wood.
over you.
Come on, you won't. Right, yes.
Also you can put 1 settler or maybe 2, depending on how many you have, but I put 1 on gold, just to make sure that you have a little amount of gold. Even though you will get 200 from aging up, it's always good to have 1 or 2. And save the charge you get, or whatever you call them, to when you age up, so that you can get some armies out.
Right. You won.
So you see this is gonna work perfectly. When I age up, I'm gonna have approximately 200. Even a little bit more. Then you make sure to build your barracks, and you move off so you only have 3 wood again. And remember to move the settlers over so you don't shoot them away. Move the settlers over the buffaloes, and then shoot on them so they run back. And your card that you got, make sure that you use it on muskets. And then the outpost wagon you get, you can just put it up so they protect your villages gathering resources if the other person is rushing. And when your barracks are up, you want to build as many muskets as you can. And this will often make that you have 11 muskets because you get 6 from the shard here. And then you get 5 from your barracks, which will make you have 11 quite fast after aging. So this way you are protected and you can either choose to rush or you can choose to just sit back and get your economy up. Basically, I like to rush with British just because of this. The muskets are strong and they are also easy to get up because you get the 200 gold from the start when you age up, and then food is easy to gather when you have buffaloes. Also make sure that when you have food enough, never ever have no villagers producing. So make sure that you have at least 1 villager producing at all times. Well, of course you can only have 1. And then from when you second charge, when you get age up or after aging up, you want to use either this or this depending on what you want to do. If you want faster or better economy, of course you would go for the settlers. And if you want to rush, you want to get the food crate because that will make you well, produce more troops faster. So since I'm going to rush, I'm just going to pick the food crate. And now my villager was produced, so I will produce another one. And it's even better to have 2 stacks up. But since I'm rushing, I want to produce as many troops as I can. And when I see my gold running down under 100, I want to simply move one of my settlers onto gold as well. And when I have wood enough, I will create houses as fast as possible, since the houses will keep getting extra settlers out. But all the settlers you produce from your hometown, you will simply put on food. And also, if you have food crates coming out, you will move the people from food onto the food crates. If it's gold crates, you will move them from gold, and if it's wood crates, you will move them from wood. Simply because otherwise you will move other people from other resources on there. That will be unnecessary. So make sure settlers always producing, buffaloes being shot closer, and if you're gonna rush, keep your troops coming. So when you see your food never going down under 500, even if you're producing settlers and everything, you will try to move more onto wood and keep massing out houses. And also, as I said, when you see gold coming onto 100, just keep moving the settlers onto your gold mine. Since I'm playing versus the computer on this low level, it's not gonna do much. And when you build a house, either you put him on wood or you put him on gold. I'm gonna put him on gold just because it's gonna be easier to age up. When you feel you have enough wood, it's a good thing to build a market, because this will allow you to simply move resources from one resource to another resource. Even though it can be expensive sometimes, it can be really crucial in the start. So when you want to age up, you want to have many gatherers of gold, because it cost 1,000. Yeah. But mostly of the time, if you're playing online, it will never come to this. You will have had to rush or be rushed before if it's not a no rush game, because people are often very aggressive and they tend to rush very fast.
Yes,
So if we were to move over now here, simply crush the opponent since it's just a new computer. So the important things when playing the British, in the start, make sure that you don't have all your gatherers or your villagers gathering the crates around. Put them at 3 on wood and put 3 on the wood crates in the start. And then you build houses and leave 3 on wood and keep everyone on food until you're starting to age up. Then move everyone off food almost, and make sure that they gather wood until you build 2 houses. Then you will also, after building the houses, keep saving up until you have 200, so you can build the barracks. And also, this is one important thing that many people forget, that when you're fighting, your resources are just gathering up. You need to make sure that you do both things at the same time. So you create houses, you do anything just to wait, or just to do something during the time so your resources doesn't stack up too much. And the market, as I said, is really good, because if food is gathering up faster than gold, you can just sell food for gold. Then simply you will have the up-aging. But as I said, if you're playing online, this will almost never happen, that you will have this many resources. You will have to produce only troops and only troops. I mean, it's gonna be well, but if you're playing against the computer on moderate, you can just save up, because as you see, I have this many resources and I'm still killing the computer because he's not having anything.
Yes, you won. You won. Yes, right.
Yes, he won.
It's always annoying to kill computers because they don't give up at all. The are dead almost. So once again, yeah, there we go. Once again,
I can no longer obtain victory.
make sure that you have enough wood in the start, because wood is one crucial thing. Food as well, of course. Gold, if you build muskets, it's not important unless you age up. So if you're planning on making an all-out rush, you can even skip gold, and you can go only on making barracks and then having 1 or 2 settlers golding, and you will build muskets and you will build pikemen. Also, one important thing is that make sure that you have advanced options on, and if you're facing cavalry, make sure that you click this Lee mode, because this will make the muskets go around and using their pikes instead. And if horses face them, they will easily kill the horses compared to shooting, because horses are weak against their melee attacks. So, wood and food if you're rushing, only thing you need to think of, and then gold if you're aging up, and only if you're aging up. Otherwise, use muskets, they are 25 each, and that's easily achievable. And, well, that was everything. I don't think you need more to get started, at least. Have a good day.